Okay, so here, just as people are arriving, we've got the stuff staged. Out there are the drinks, and over here is some food. John's wonderful grilled chicken, a farro salad, veggies, stuff, and my very good friend Bob Sherman.
It's all good. It's all great. No, it's terrific. Great job. Thank you.
We found our way to our hearts, haven't we? Thank you, Patrick. Thank you so much for coming out tonight to remember my mom, Mary. I think she'd be delighted that we were having a party, and I have party favors for you all. She'd be delighted with that too. A couple things that Mom and I used to do, and the party favors have to do with that. One is every day we do the crypto clip puzzle, which could be found in the newspaper, and it's one of these things where they give you a scramble where they give you one clue, M equals D, and then based upon that you're supposed to solve this whole very clever riddle. So we would do that, and she couldn't see to do it herself, so that's one of the ways that I helped her keep with her regimen. So everyone, right by Stella over there, is a basket of party favor. So it has a crypto quip in it. It has her not so secret pleasure was hard candies because she couldn't eat too many sweets anymore, so she would suck on the hard candies and leave the wrappers all over the house. So the funny story is, I think I was with Fran walking through a cemetery only a few days after my mom died, and I was just talking about looking for signs. And as I was talking about looking for signs, right there in front of me on the ground was a candy wrapper. And I said, Mom, some people get butterflies, some people get robins, some people get, rainbows. I get candy wrappers. So I do invite you, if you take your party favor, you are welcome to leave your candy wrappers all over my property. It'd be like a little sign from Mom that she's here still with us. And also, we had this thing we would do. I would ask my mom as we were going to a bakery or a doctor's appointment or somewhere, I'd say, Mom, pick a card and pick the car. And she couldn't see very well. These are called Juicy Living cards. I call them angel cards for her. So maybe it wasn't so, whatever. And they just have simple messages like love imperfectly or ride through life on a creative cycle, and it's just inspiring little phrases. And so she would pick out the car in the parking lot, and she'd pick out the card, and I'd run out there and put it on the windshield, run away, and we debated whether or not we should actually stick around to see what someone would do, but I confess I didn't want to see someone go like this out the window. So I said, no, let's just trust that whoever receives those little inspirational cards needed that card that day. So also in your party favors, my mom was someone who said a lot of proverbs and little what I call pithy sayings. She would come out with something when any of us 8 kids were going through something, a challenging time. Maybe we failed at something, the project didn't get completed, or we were being criticized. And instead of saying, you didn't practice enough, or you didn't study hard enough, or you probably should have done X, Y, Z, she would say something like, the only people who do things wrong are the people who do things. Imagine growing up with a mom who would say those things. And every occasion, if we broke up with a boyfriend, perish the thought, she'd say, when in low tide, that's when you find a pearl. You know, so she just would come up with these amazing sayings. So complete with your party favor is one of her often quoted sayings, and some of them I have to admit are strange. Like, and she'd sing them to us, like, had a little dog and his name was Tax. Open the door and income tax. So, you know, there's some of those in there too. You've probably heard the one about Alice going upstairs. Alice, where are you going? Upstairs to take a bath. Alice with legs like toothpicks and a neck like a giraffe. La-di-da-di-da. Alice stepped into the bathtub and pulled out the plug. Gurgle, gurgle, what a shame, there goes Alice down the drain. So I would invite you to think that whatever party favor you get, maybe there's a message in there. You have to laugh more, or to reflect on something, sing more. And she would have these things memorized. So maybe, you know, whatever you got, if you, my invitation is to memorize it and launch into it with someone at the grocery store or one of your family members, or you know, when the time seems appropriate. So I guess my friend Fran told me just a few days after my mom died, she said, you know, there's an old Buddhist saying, trouble is, we think we have time. And I thought I had more time, and at first I was very angry that I got gypped. That I moved heaven and earth to have her here and arranged for new doctors and a whole new regimen. And now I see it as a profound gift of 4 or 5 months, whatever it was. Boy, how special. So I guess that's my other invitation to you, is to remember that we don't have time. And so hopefully, in whatever way Mary touched you, with her joy that was so apparent in everything she did, everywhere she went. She made things lighter, she made things livelier, she made things more fun. And maybe that's all the lesson that we needed to learn in 5 months. That's it. So I don't know if anyone else wants to say anything.
You did great.
Cynthia brought fried chicken in honor of my mom, who thought like the world's best picnic food was fried chicken.
Everything's beautiful.
And really, thanks to everyone, the bridge group who took her in, and the church who loved her, even though she only went once in a while because she had her own Catholic church she went to. Everybody who just, her aide, Laura, who's not here for some reason, but anyway, just wanted, oh, here's the glass to raise. Just raise a glass.
I'll say one.
Mom, Mary. Okay.
I remember, I didn't know your mother very well, but she always knew me. And I remember seeing her at Cinco de Mayo with her hat. She had to have her cowboy hat on. And I remember turning to her, where's my cowboy hat? Now you can't take my cowboy hat. And I just thought that was so cute. And she just seemed, wherever she went, she just seemed to have so much fun and get into the spirit of everything. And I admire her for that. I asked her how she felt moving down, and she said, oh, it's wonderful. I didn't know, it was so much fun down here.
Yeah, I think she truly found some peace of mind, and she felt taken care of, and so we celebrate her tonight, and you don't have to leave, just, Deborah's waving.
Well, I just remember how she looked at me. I mean, she looked at me each time. She concentrated on the person in front of her, and I was really touched by that.
She took an interest in people's lives, and a lot of people are more about their own lives, and so she was different in that way. And I want to say, while John's holding the camera, once again, you are a great man. My dad was a great man. My mom loved you.
Thank you.
She knew what you did for her.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, John. Assuming